We've got our very first quick fix episode where we love you short time. We are answering our listeners' questions from our Insta stories. We're playing our game Rapid Fire and sipping our nightcap Wham Bam thank you cans tonight on It's Complicated.
You're listening to It's Complicated with your hosts Jennifer Golden and Lauren Leonelli, coming to you live from the AfterBuzz TV studios in Los Angeles, California.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another episode. Well, actually, it's a different episode altogether. It's a quick fix episode of It's Complicated, and we want you master daters to get excited about it.
Yeah, because the struggle is still real, even though it might be a little shorter when you're dating in the city.
I'm Jen, I think.
And I think I'm Lauren, because you might be confused if you thought I was Ariana Grande with my pony.
For listeners out there that can't see this do.
Oh.
She has a half up, half down experience, but it's like a high half up. So like a high pony, but it's a high.
Feel a little Khloe Kardashian right now.
Okay, that's probably, so between the two of us, I have the Khloe nails and you have the Khloe hair.
Oh my God.
So move over, Ariana. We've done away with you.
I wonder if Pete Davidson, yeah, she's good. She's taken. Well, Khloe isn't really.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
Oy.
But you guys, tonight we have a quick fix episode.
Yes, it's like the two pump chump version of our show, because sometimes you just need to get in, get out, and get on with your life.
right.
And that's what we're all doing here today for you. Tonight's quick fix topic is hot date. We're going to take a hot second to discuss common dating questions from our listeners who follow us on the gram.
That's right. And we're just going to do, it's like a condensed version. Like we said, the two pump chump version of our normal show. So we're just going to like do it, come and go. Like we're going to make you miss us. That's what we're doing. We're playing hard to get. But first, we need a drink. Okay.
We always need a drink.
We are
let's be
short
honest.
on time, but we are not short on wine. We're popping open some of our favorite C to the Nay Nay from Coppola Wine. They come in cans, guys, because we're trying to skip all the excess business and just like
Get to it.
get to it. Did you hear that? It's just so much faster than screwing off a top, which was
Oh my
what we
God.
normally
Yeah,
do.
who has time to like cut the seal and then
I mean, come on.
do the whole thing and then undo the thing?
And undo more things. So this is just easy because we're
Sometimes you gotta let it breathe. This you don't have to let anything
we're just
breathe.
like just doing it. So cheers to that, and
is
we're
no
gonna
frills.
wham bam thank you cans.
Yes,
for being
guys.
so quick.
And we're gonna also thank Instagram for these new Ask Me questions.
Oh my God, it's giving us life.
It's a blessing and a curse, because sometimes people like have so many, and like, I mean, great for you that you have so much interest in what you're doing in your life or whatever.
Oh, you mean other
Yeah.
Instagrammers?
Yeah,
then
not us.
You scroll through their thing and it's like
God.
37 questions later. I don't
have the time for
No.
all that. So anyway, now I just like swipe left on their whole story
and,
because
like,
I don't have time for that. But
it might be doing the opposite of what's supposed to be
But
doing.
we are going to answer your questions on our show instead of, waste your eyes on the story
and
process.
also somebody asked us why we're so cute.
That person did. Thank you, person who wrote that.
Because we just are.
That's
It was
why.
probably because they knew I was going to be wearing a pony.
That's what prompted it.
Okay, so I actually really like this one. What is your dating philosophy? Like,
a loaded question.
I'm like really taken back by that one because it is like a big question.
And someone cares what we think.
Encompassing, and like, do they mean our show as a whole or us personally? I mean,
Probably us personally. Why don't you share yours?
oh my
Start
God.
there.
Okay, and just so you know, like, I did not pre-think
Wait,
about
and we have to touch our hair because we're nervous.
I'm so scared. I did not pre-think about any of these questions.
No,
so
neither
this
did
is
I.
like really coming from
I try not to pre-think about most things.
Yeah, me too. This is coming from my heart.
Just like to wing it.
Yeah. I think my dating philosophy. Okay, this is my dating philosophy. It sounds so like general, but I really, really listen to my words. Be open. Like
Like slutty wise?
whatever that
Like
means,
legs open?
whatever that means for you, because it for you, when you hear that personally, it's going to resonate for something that you are having a hard time being open about. Whether that's like the big, have a hard time being vulnerable. I need to be a little more crazy in the bedroom. I need to be more open to saying yes to guys that aren't my type. I need to go out with a guy that might not be as tall as I want, Jen Golden.
No, mine is tall.
No, I know. I'm just saying. But, or whatever that is
Totally.
for you.
I had to do that. You're right.
try to be open because you just don't know until you try, which is how this podcast was born.
Totally. I mean, we could cheers to that. Or
Yeah, we could.
After you
What's
drink.
your dating philosophy,
Okay,
Jen?
well, I agree with you about the whole being open thing, but let me take a sip before I lay this out there for everyone.
Oh my God, it's going to be like that. She needs wine.
It's an essay.
Okay. Dissertation number 1 of the night, Jen Golden, on the ones and twos.
Here I am. So I think, well, I know my dating philosophy is do what feels right.
Ugh.
So like if you have massive anxiety because of some dude not texting you back, it's because that's not the right dude for you. He should just
Yeah.
be texting you.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
Like-
Good call.
like feel what's going on internally, you know, like
Like a trust your gut is what you're saying.
Yeah. So like if it's making you feel icky for whatever reason, like you either have this gut feeling that like he's probably like dating other people or he's lying or he's not truthful or just some things are not working out internally for you.
Yeah.
And it's not like your own self that's getting in your
Yeah,
way.
I was
It's
gonna
more
say-
you feel icky
Yes.
about what's happening with that person.
Be careful to make sure you're identifying you, not putting up walls and then building that excuse on top of that, which is, oh, well, this guy's dating other women or this guy's he's A, B, and C. Like, make sure you keep that in check. Like, is that your insecurity projecting itself onto the situation, or are you actually tuning into something that you are getting a vibrational sense about?
Like you have a spidey sense.
A
for
million
reason,
percent.
ladies. And also gentlemen who are listening, we pick up on this shit, yo.
Yeah.
So don't hide it. You might as well just be open.
Gentlemen that are listening, you have your own abilities that we do not as women.
What are they?
Like lifting tables over your heads.
Not all of them can, which is sad and something I just don't
Saying
really
that's
like.
one thing. We have women's intuition. It's a real thing. I have discovered in the past year of my life how spot on I have been about some things when I've been having some conversations revealed to me lately.
The best is when it's proven true and you're like, aha.
I am not crazy.
Nope.
See?
It's my spidey sense.
I'm right. Okay, so
my lady sense.
biggest.
We should make perfume and call it lady sense.
Oh my God,
Like, get
Jen.
it? Sense.
You just told
sense,
everyone.
but sense. It's a play on words.
She's copywriting this right
Yeah,
now.
it
Make
is.
typing noises with your finger so you trick people. She's copywriting that right now. Do not.
I just filed it with the government.
And it's ours. Okay.
Done.
What is
Hope you can read that.
what? She already bought the URL. Don't even try.
Oh, don't even.
Biggest mistake. Well, actually, I don't know. What do you want to do that one or do you want to do?
No, actually, I think what would be a really good segue, or
Oh, God.
this wasn't one, but since we mentioned that you could potentially be insecure and misreading things because of your own insecurities, what's something you're insecure about that people might not know?
Oh my God.
That comes into play probably in relationships.
I am insecure about my physical appearance. And
Anything specific or just the whole thing?
I think that like my body image, I think.
So the whole thing.
The whole thing. Body meaning head to toe.
Any of it that you're happy with that or not insecure about?
No, I mean, yes, I'm not saying that I am, think I'm some troll, but I obviously I have some I think it's actually a real thing for me. I think it's starting to surface. I'm realizing that it was like an insecurity that lie a little dormant when I was single for so long, and now being in a relationship and looking at my partner, like I want him to validate that I am beautiful or my body does look a certain way or whatever. Like it's a game I'm not going to win because that's not where it comes from. And so I'm starting to realize it's my issue, and it's not anything horrible, but it's there. And it's starting to reveal itself okay, that's something that I need to, and I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of women could probably relate to that no matter what you look like, where you come from, if you're gay or straight or black or white or whatever. I think a lot of women feel that way because women have a lot of pressure to look a certain way. Different
Also,
than men.
Just because you're single, when you get in a relationship, it doesn't go away. And
It amplifies it.
well, so
Or it can.
you might think oh, I just need to be in a relationship because then that one person already likes whatever I've got
Yeah,
going here, so
no.
I'm going to stop being insecure about that thing because I'm validated by them just choosing me.
No.
Oh no. Oh my God! Last night I went on a date with my human, which we'll get to later.
Yeah.
But I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, oh my God. He probably thinks I'm the ugliest thing that has ever walked into his car and out of his car. And to this
Meanwhile,
date.
he prefers you more natural because he has made some comments about like a more made up look that you do and a less made, and he likes the less.
Well, no,
made
it
up.
was more my skin is horrid. I've literally gotten hit by the ugly stick because of this goddamn period that's approaching, or it's
And
actually
the
now
heat.
here. Well, the heat.
Well, at
it's
least
just
you're not
everything.
pregnant.
Oh no, I'm not. But I like celebrated that like only momentarily, because then I was like, curse you hormones for showing up on my face everywhere.
Always.
And like not being something I can hide, because they're
Yes,
just like
they are.
it's like just mountains of pimples reminding me that I'm a woman and have these hormones and nothing I can do about it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be an ugly pregnant person because I'm going to have hormones all over the place.
Maybe not though. Maybe it won't happen like that.
I mean, I would like reverse like ugliness. That would be cool. But it's like, oh my
You
God.
had that insecurity about your
I'm like,
appearance.
I need to get my eyelashes fixed because one eye looks like it has less eyelashes than the other. So I'm like uneven. Not that he likes those eyelashes anyway, because he's like, what are you trying to do? Brush your eyebrows with your
Yeah, that's what
eyelashes?
I'm
Why are they
saying.
so long?
He likes the more natural.
Except that I'm uneven, so I'm like,
Well, he doesn't
I can't even
fucking
be
know that.
even right now. I have to be uneven with crazy
Why are
eyelashes.
you be even? Why are you being all uneven?
Okay, Luann de Lesseps, who's back in freaking rehab. So
She is?
yes, don't you get news alerts from E?
I-
The most important news alerts
I
ever.
mean, I didn't know that. That's really sad.
So sad, but
I'm
at
gonna
least she's
drink
getting help.
I'm gonna drink some wine for her.
I know she can't. So yeah, so it was the whole eyelashes. Then I just felt fat and because of the heat and like,
like,
a stuffed sausage.
to answer your question,
and then
is-
pimples everywhere.
But this is like an acute insecurity. What are your like what or does that come up for you, or what is your insecurity?
Okay, so mine is probably all of those things, because like just not being able to control
Yeah.
my message every day, and that's that I'm pretty. Like I can't just like wake up consistent. Why can't I?
Oh, like some days you feel good and some days you
Right,
don't.
like some days I'm pale and some days I'm tan. Tan days I feel real pretty. I'm like nothing can stop
so
me
you
now.
can embrace but
It's the inconsistency. I can't
Right.
control it. I'm like, God damn it, wake up like that.
Okay, I
so
get that.
It's that plus I feel like a little stumpy thing. And
all these years I've been making fun of how short you were, and I didn't know I was doing that to you.
It's more the like I feel short and wide versus just short.
Oh,
so
jeez.
like we can't. I was talking to a girlfriend today. She's like, I feel like I'm 10 pounds overweight, but I'm tall at least, so I can hide it. I'm like, must be nice being
Fuck
tall. However,
you.
you can date less people because you're fucking tall.
that see? Silver lining
Right. Or golden lining. Get it?
or golden
I
lining.
do wake up golden every day.
So yeah, I think physical insecurities are like a real thing for girls, and I think that Jen, you make a good point. Like, figure out what makes you feel good, whether it's like red lipstick or a tanner or whatever. I mean, tanning does help. Like, cellulite looks way less bad when you're tan.
Oh, except when your tan starts fading away in certain areas and you're
Sure.
splotchy,
Well,
and then I
right.
feel insecure
But
again.
then
I'm
I'm
like,
saying,
please don't
like,
make eye contact with my splotch.
Figure out what makes you feel good and like try to make sure you do that. And also like some things are not instant. So like if you're starting like a skincare thing, like do the skincare thing and like don't just do it for 2 days and be like, it's not working. Like you gotta be consistent with like drinking water and skincare and like making sure your nails are done, or like maybe dye your gray roots that I have popping out of my head.
I
Like
have so
make
many
the
of those.
appointment every 4 weeks. Like don't let it go, because then you get to that point where you're like, I feel.
Well, and I know that the answer really truly is just love yourself as is.
No, I know,
and
but
then-
it helps
But like
to do
no,
those
we
things.
have mirrors and shit,
Well,
and you
that's
want to look a certain
But
way.
those things are time for you to relax and like have time for you. And the byproduct is that you look what feels good to you. That might not listen. What I think looks good on me, someone might be like, "What the fuck is that girl wearing?" So it's subjective. But I'm doing it because I like the way it feels. I don't have to put makeup on. I don't put makeup
Right.
on because I feel like I have to do it. I like putting makeup on. Like I think it's fun. I like doing my hair. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't have to take the time to do it. But I'm just saying, find what feels good for you and do that thing. And then that will help with insecurities that I think we all have.
And if you still have them, go to a therapist.
What do you think, what do you think the biggest mistake, well, that guys and girls make on dates? Which is a really good question, but is it different for guys and girls?
Yes.
Okay, well, so then
Well, I don't know,
Jen,
because I
what
don't
do you,
date girls, but
okay, well, but you are a girl, so let's do it like this.
Thank you.
What do you think? is the biggest mistake that guys make on dates?
Well,
and
if
I'll
you
answer girls.
listen consistently to our show,
You will know. Don't bring up dating apps. Is that what you're
good
gonna say?
grief. Yes, you dodos. God, who brings up the elephant in the room? It's like, just get a clue.
Well, that's our job as the hosts of this show
To bring up the elephants.
but
So-
not on a date.
Right. So, at some point, I started to notice a trend while I was single that people would address the elephant in the room, which was being on a dating app. And they would say, so how are the dating apps treating you? And it was always the same question. I'm like, did you call each other? Like, is there some like memo that's going around? Is there a newsletter for how to do bad things on dates? Like, you're all
they
doing
all
it.
did it.
I don't get it. It's like an epidemic of dodos. So it really hurt me every single time. It was like, no. It was
And
like
then you, like,
music playing or like that Instagram like song that plays when you like zoom in on something like dun dun dun.
Yeah.
It was just like horrid or like a murder
And then
mystery.
you lose patience for it too. Like the first couple times you're like, okay, and then you start to hear it come out of their mouth before their sentence even
I,
finishes.
like,
You're
shot them with
oh
my eyes.
My God.
I was like out the door already
So
when they started uttering it. But the reason that I think it's so awful is because you're asking a question you don't actually want to know the answer to. So
Yes.
why the hell are you asking me how the dating apps are treating me? Do you want me to tell you about my one night stands and free dinners? Is that what you want to know about?
Maybe. They don't.
I mean, and I also didn't have one night stands. But
Yeah.
the point, I mean, in my lifetime, sure. But just when I was on the dating apps, no, because stranger danger. But I mean, these are not the things you really want to know.
Right,
So let's just reframe that question.
And also, give the guys a good example of your favorite dating question that someone asked you one time.
It was who would you be most nervous in your family for me to meet? Like whose
approval?
Whose approval? Thanks. I like forget how to phrase questions these days too. Apparently.
Really means the most to you.
Yeah, whose approval really means the most to you? Because I think that's like a really like dynamic question. There's so many like places you can go with that. Like, why is that person's approval? When was it not okay? Tell me about your family.
Yeah, and then you know what that really means to you. Opens up the door to a lot of really good, like, foundational questions.
Right. And also then you know, like, if family is important to the person.
Totally. So put that one in your pocket, guys and
welcome.
girls. The biggest mistake that girls make on dates,
Yeah, what do you think it
I
is?
think it's like trying to be what they think that the guy wants. I think that we think about those things way more like in depth than the men do. They're just like way more simple, and we're sitting there over analyzing like, don't eat too much, don't order the most expensive thing, or maybe, oh, I should be eating that because then they'll think I'm like that cool girl, or I should try and talk about sports, or you're having some idea in your mind of what you think this person's going to want. A, you don't know them, and B, then you're not being you. It's like trying to have an interview, right? Like if you and I were on a job interviewing somebody and all we were thinking about was our next question, we wouldn't be listening to anything they're saying. So I think the biggest mistake a girl makes is like, I'm going to be that cool girl, or I'm going to be what this guy thinks what I think this guy wants.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's never going to work. You're going to discover sooner or later if you're meant to be or not. And you just, again, I'm coming up with the most general comments, but just try your best to be you, even though it's uncomfortable, and that will slowly reveal itself more organically. Just try in the uncomfortable moment to be you.
I mean, at the end of the day, you want to find someone that you can be you with. So why not do it from the beginning? Like,
don't act like you're cool about something you're not cool with, because
Right.
then you're going to have to be not cool about it later, and then it's going to be like, where is this coming from?
right.
Who is this person?
And then that's when guys
I
start calling
don't
you crazy girls.
like guacamole. I do. I'm just saying, like, all of a sudden you've been eating
your
guacamole.
favorite,
Yeah,
chips
it
and
is.
dip.
I mean, just who would not? If you don't like guacamole, you should not date that person.
No, my guy even made homemade guacamole the other day. I was like, I could marry you just for this.
God.
Can I ask an extension to this question,
Yes.
ladies?
Always.
Yes, please.
Hi, Jeff.
It's the voice of God, guys.
Right.
It's Jeff.
It's Jeff.
So as a guy, I'm wondering, what's a great example of a date activity? Like the top two maybe for a first date?
Jen.
And then example of a bad date activity.
Jen.
Okay,
You know
well,
some good
I
ones.
am not like a sober human, so sitting across from somebody, unless you have really good text banter, can you have coffee or have something that doesn't involve alcohol?
Okay.
Like only if you already have
feel a
shown
connection.
that there is a connection there. Otherwise, you must have alcohol or an activity you do together so that it just creates conversation and no awkward pauses.
You had fun on a roller skating date, although you didn't
did.
like the guy. You had fun doing it.
Yes, I hope he
So
doesn't
you-
listen to the show.
so
Although
you-
now he should know I don't like him because we are
Hello.
not dating.
You're not dating for however
Whoopsie.
long that's been.
Figured
But
that
you
one
think
out.
doing something a little bit physical could be fun?
not necessarily physical, but something that will already create conversation. Like it's gonna make you talk about the thing.
Roller skating, maybe mini golf.
Right. So like, while some girls might be like, that's cheesy and so old-timey times to go do mini golf. It's inventive and like not super boring. Plus, if the guy thinks of like, okay, first we're gonna like have drinks, then play mini golf like at the place, and then we're gonna have dinner after.
You think drinks should be involved?
I do think I always think drinks should be involved.
I agree.
But I also think like a date that has like multi parts and like fun activities shows that they put thought into it.
Yes.
And it's not just like another dinner place, because there was that one time, if you all are really good listeners to the show, that Jewish Zoolander took me to Koi. Unbeknownst to him, my friend worked there as a server. And when this stupid guy went to the bathroom, he was like, this guy is always
signals.
No, he was like, this guy is here like at least 3 times a week with a different girl on different dates.
Like, so lame.
No, I love Koi. Koi has great food.
Like,
oh my
I know,
gosh.
but like,
shout out to Tony.
I know, but like, could you pick another fucking typical LA restaurant?
Well, no, he actually picked somewhere else, and I had to go to him, and I was like, no, you better rethink that.
I also think that.
Thanks, Jeff, for your great question.
Yeah, that is a great question, but I'm gonna end the answer to the question with a bad date idea is anything that inhibits you in the beginning from talking. Do not invite someone to the movies. Do not invite someone to a comedy show. That you cannot.
Well, a comedy show, I actually differ on that, because you can laugh about jokes and you can connect on things that someone else is saying.
Yeah, I guess.
And then you can talk about them after the fact, and then you can like start watching that comedian together and like start like going down a whole Netflix binge. I love
Okay,
it.
yeah, I get. Okay, fine. That's a little more. There's a little more. The door is open a little more for some potential conversation, but like, or okay, fine, maybe like not the ballet or something. I mean,
Well,
you know,
that's also kind of strange if somebody takes you to the ballet.
Well, you know,
Unless it's the Nutcracker.
And I think
then I'm
like
in.
honestly, it's not bad, but I think like a dinner date for the first date, like I would like a little more creativity than that. It's not the worst thing ever, but like I like your idea. I think like a couple drinks involved and like maybe, you know, something that allows you to like work together or bond together. Brian Howie, our very podfather, Great Love Debate is his podcast. Listen to that. It's great. He says ice cream dates are fun. And actually, I think that could be fun. Let's go have a drink and talk. And then we'll go around the corner, walk around the corner to this ice cream place and get an ice cream. Who doesn't want ice cream? That's a good idea.
Super cute. Love.
Yeah.
It's better than coffee too, because ice cream, there's flavors. You can like talk about it. You both spill. It's melting. It's
and you're
fun.
licking it.
Right. And it's like sweet and charming and different. And different, guys. Be different.
And sexual.
Okay, so
Oh wait,
Yeah.
we got this one, both of us, because I think they were asking both of us, what is it like to date a dad or dating a dad?
well, first let's start with, how'd you meet yours?
Oh, my
Yours.
friend Noel,
You own him.
my person that I own, my friend Noel introduced us, and my friend Noel, I have brought this up on the show before. He is a very smart human who I think we were brothers in a past life.
Not brother and sister.
No, I was a man.
Yeah.
He always used to, I mean, he did this like a handful of times, would say, I have a guy in mind for you. I met this guy. I think he's awesome. And I think he's kind of your speed. Come out with me. I'm going to maybe invite you out soon. I don't know when. Next time, whatever. Come out, be open-minded. I'm not going to really tell you who, and just see if you connect with somebody. And
It's a regular
it
old yenta.
happened a couple times where there was a group of guys I had no idea who he's setting me up with. I, at the end of the night, kind of gravitated towards a particular guy in one occasion, and I was like, yeah, that guy's fucking awesome. And of course, yes, I would 1,000,000% go out with him. You were dead on. That didn't work out. Then my guy was the next one. Or one of the ones. But anyway, he did it very naturally where he had an idea in mind. And so I think that's a good for people who are trying to set somebody up. I think that's good instead of like setting up a blind date. Just be like, hey, listen, there's a group of people coming out. I think you might like somebody there. Like you kind of give the heads up, but you leave it at that.
And then it's just a mystery.
You don't make them go in blind. Like you want them to kind of be up, like thinking about it a little.
Yeah.
Have this be on your radar. Who is piquing your interest in the room? Be like specific about it, and then that's it. The rest is up to the things that happen.
Exactly.
And so that's how I met my guy, and you met your guy on a dating app.
Bumble, to be specific.
I like Bumble. It's always been my favorite one.
It's not been my favorite. In fact, I dislike it immensely. But it worked this one time, and I even said something very dumb to him, and still,
See?
yet he liked me.
Doesn't matter. don't put too much pressure on yourself on when you text somebody back, what you're saying, and the amount of time that goes by. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
I always bring it up. I was like, remember that message that I wrote you? And
He
remember
probably
what you
doesn't
wrote
even
me back?
remember, does he?
No, he remembers nothing, and I remember everything. Well,
just
that's
like
just
your
a general.
uneven eyelash and your cellulite.
Oh my God.
My cellulite, not yours.
No, I have some.
I'm
but
just saying.
I've committed to it because I'm stumpy. So,
oh my God, please. So, what is it like dating a dad?
okay, so it is different.
Oh yeah.
It's challenging in its own way because of schedules that are not yours. Now there's like more people in this relationship than like if you were not to date a dad.
And time is already like really hard.
When you're a working professional,
you're not
you
in college. We're not in college right now.
Right.
We don't just go to class and like.
But we will be later.
That's it. I'm just saying. Yes, when we go. No.
I do want to take classes. There's this thing called Coursera, and I wish they sponsored us, but you can learn a lot on there. They're like college classes from like really
like
good
SARAH or SERRA.
Neither. Course, the normal way to spell it, ERA. Coursera.
Oh,
It's almost like the course that's meant to be.
got it. That's cute. So time is hard.
Yeah, we're not in school anymore. And so we don't have the luxury of like being like, I have class for 3 hours a day and the rest of the day, fair game. No, now shit's fucking hard. So
Struggle is real.
It sure is when you're dating a dad. But
We should change our, oh my God. Wait a minute. I mean, that's a little too specific, but
that's what it's complicated.
It's complicated no matter what is our point.
Right, and we patented that name so no one else can use it ever. That movie needs to give it back to us.
I know. Every time I search us on iTunes, that fucking movie comes up. I'm like, no, I don't want to see.
I'm like, I've seen that movie a lot. I could tell you the lines.
Done.
Also, it's a great movie.
Okay,
but
the time thing
anyway,
is,
So that's hard. However, if you were to do a cost what is it cost?
I don't know what you're talking about. My
Jeff, you know smart things.
Benefit analysis?
Sure, that one.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
that's
good.
it.
Jeff, thank you very
He
much.
knows things. Someone's marrying him, so that's cool.
Yes. Jeff's about to get married, by the way, in like
4 weeks.
Shit.
Damn,
1 month,
Gina.
guys. I know.
Holy shit. Are you fucking nervous?
I think we should focus on your wedding next week.
Are
on
you
that
nervous?
episode.
Jeff?
I don't want to usurp the show, guys, but if you're asking me, I'm
I'm
happy to hop
asking
in.
you if
Are
you're
you nervy?
nervous.
I don't think I'm nervous yet. I think I will be very nervous like the week.
Are you?
why?
Hold on. Because there's a lot. I would be nervous too. Oh, I can't
are you
answer for you.
nervous
What are you
about?
nervous about?
Just like the wedding day itself.
Yeah, like all the things.
But that things won't go right, or that you're going to change your mind about the lady.
no.
No.
Just asking.
I know she's it. There is an element though of like it is objectively a huge deal.
Oh my God, for sure. Even
know?
when you know something's like, this is what you really want to do. Like, I really want to go to Italy, but like, you're kind of nervous before because there's so many fucking factors that go into the actual thing happening.
Exactly. And like when people are like, it's not like you'll like sign up for a job and everyone's like, well, it's not like it's like a life-changing thing. And it's
You're
like,
like,
with this, it's like,
yes, it
yeah,
is.
This is like a very much a life.
But you could always get divorced. That's the thing.
That's true.
I'm not saying you should go into it with that, but also like, if the idea scares you because it's that whole like
Think
big
about
concept,
that. Yeah, it's
like you're not trapped forever.
You're not. No,
Exactly.
it's not even
You have an
trapped.
out.
Just think like
like
you
an
have
Uber.
control over the situation no matter what.
You're right.
But I have a question for you, Jeff. Are you going to have a little drinky poo before the ceremony? What do you think about that?
I plan on taking a shot before.
Good, I think
go
you
to
should.
the altar. I think just one.
One doesn't do
well,
anything
but
to
no,
anyone.
because yes, it does. It takes like that little edge off. I think.
Exactly.
No, 2 takes an edge off.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
I
One
know if
was
I
a waste
do-
of calories.
If I do like a double Jack,
Yeah.
like a double whiskey shot, I'll
Proud
take
of
it.
you.
I think
That'll
you
be
should do that.
perfect.
Proud of you. I think you should actually take a
that is
picture,
the
a selfie,
only
and send
thing.
it to
I don't
us.
know how people get married when they're pregnant because A, your emotions are fucking through the roof and you can't drink to calm yourself down.
It's also bad timing.
Yeah,
Just
but
plan better.
You know what? We're really excited for you, Jeff.
We are. Also, I would
Y'all
like
are the best. I love it. Thank you.
we love you. Also, does that mean you won't be there with us 1 week? What's going to
Yes.
happen to us?
Our show
Let's
will
make
not
this back
go on.
about us because I'm concerned.
Yeah,
It's a
well,
hard- I thought I did everything I could to make sure I'd be here, guys, but you might be stuck because I'm getting married.
I mean, that's not a big enough excuse.
You have to get married on a Wednesday?
It's not a big
I'm
enough
leaving
excuse.
early. I'm flying
Nope.
home on a Tuesday night.
Sorry.
So.
Why didn't you take the red eye
You're
out
fired.
after our show?
I know. Next time I get married.
Next
I
time,
want you guys.
Jesus,
plan
Mary
your
and
wedding
Joseph.
around our fucking show.
I'm still
Fair enough.
upset we're not the flower girls.
I wanted to.
We were supposed to be the
You
fun
honestly,
fairies,
we
the
did-
hype girls at
we
your wedding to get
did.
people to dance and shit.
We did talk about that, Jeff.
Yeah, we did. I
And
remember.
you
I
guys are
remember
still
everything.
number 1 and 2 on the B list. All of our
Oh, we are
RSVPs.
on the B list. No,
Hell
and that's
yeah,
fine.
you
I am fine being on the B list.
Wait, can we drive there if we have to go last minute?
Listen, we could, and actually to bring it back to our topic,
Can we plus ones?
dating a dad means that you are on the B list, and you.
Oh my God, I'm on the C list.
Listen, you have to be okay with that. Talking about insecurities and that kind of of thing. Like, yes, there is a difference between the love that your man shows you and his child. Clearly, in our case, both of them are girls, daughters.
They're real cute
with like similar names. It's weird.
It's so weird.
But you have to be okay with being on the B list, number 2, whatever.
I'm on the
second
C-list.
place, C list, whatever
I
you want
actually
to call
think
it.
everyone's on the C list unless someone's a widow.
Right.
Because I will dive into this a little deeper. So there's his schedule, there's the ex's schedule, and then there's the kid's schedule.
Yeah.
So that's 3 other people. There's 3 people you're dating.
Yes.
Unless the guy is a widow.
Right.
Because he makes a schedule based on the ex's availability as well.
Well, yeah,
So
and
they decide on their joint schedule. Then there's the
wife, husband, or just
Baby
girlfriend
mama,
or whatever.
whatever it
because
is.
yeah, my guy was not married, but you still have to work around that.
So you're like D-list because the kid is there's
whatever it is, however you want to frame it, you are not coming first.
No.
Sometimes, yes, there are times where you do. I'm just saying, please.
when you're with the person,
yes,
you should be first.
Please be okay with that not happening, and try not to take it personally. What helps me, I actually don't have a problem taking that personally. Taking not being first personally. There are certain situations where like something comes up and it messes with the schedule or plan that we had, and it can be frustrating at times, but that is not to be confused with like not wanting to help or being part of it. It's just the transitional period that happens in between, like, I thought this was happening and now it's not. I'm gonna need a hot second. Some people transition faster. For me, sometimes it takes a second.
But when it's not your kid, it's still always a little jarring because it's not something that it's out of your control.
It's out of your control, and it's like this person then just decided they can't be here or there, and now things need to change in order to pick up the slack. At the end of the day, the answer will always be to pick up the slack for the daughter, and at the end of the day, you tell yourself, okay, don't fucking fake it. Don't be, I'm gonna be the cool girl like we talked about on the first date. Just say, okay, listen, I totally get it. We're going to go get said child because we have to. I'm just whatever it is. And so now we're not going to do this thing because we have to go pick up said child. I am disappointed that we don't get to do this thing. I was really looking forward to doing A, B, and C with you, but I totally understand. And then you can say it out loud or tell yourself, when we have kids, I'm going to want you to do that for our children.
Well, yeah.
So it's an example of, which is where it goes back to me answering the question, how it feels to date a dad. It feels like a very, very positive piece of proof that this person is a good human, is able to show love, is responsible, can take care of somebody, and because he's a dad, is a good dad. And that is very appealing. And
oh my God, it's proof of concept.
It's
Who
proof
doesn't
of
want that when
concept.
you're doing business and you always
like,
say
it would
proof
be
of
like
concept? This is
saying,
a
I'm going to
business
marry
deal.
you without having sex with you. Like, you need fucking proof of concept.
Ay vey.
Let's have sex and see what it's like. Oh, hi, I know what you look like as a dad, and you fucking killed it. Let's do this.
Oh my God, it's like makes the person so much more attractive because they can like already do the thing that's like the hardest thing ever. But so actually I said to my guy last night, his daughter had a tummy ache, and so we were actually like,
you have not met the daughter yet.
no. So there's 3 more months for that, and we're trying to figure out how that's going to go. But,
I like that.
He needs to do some research. So if anybody actually is listening or watching that knows,
a group activity is a good thing. And some people say that it's nice to introduce a situation with a group because it's not like, hello, you are meeting my girlfriend. It's more like just
casual.
Like, my guy's daughter didn't know that we were together until way after we were, and she had already like verbally expressed, why don't you just make this girl your girlfriend? It's actually pretty funny, but that could be a good way. And also, if you would like, we could do like a me, you, your guy, my guy, daughters thing where it's like all, you know, they could play. Yeah, I think a group activity is a good idea, but there's
oh my God, I went down a whole rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I researched everything. There's conflicting opinions. There's all kinds of things, but
time is good. Let's put it that way.
yeah. So, like the person's supposed to be already like committed to this idea before they introduce you. So we'll just see if he's even committed to that idea.
And age of the child is also important. And also, a therapist told me that the younger the child, the easier the divorce rate of couples that get together with a teenage child from a previous relationship is higher.
What?
The divorce rate of a couple that gets together with a teenage child from a previous relationship is higher.
Because that kid's gonna like.
It's just I don't
create
know.
havoc.
I just think it's just a different
Dynamic.
It's a harder dynamic to navigate through potentially.
That child already has like
And I'm not
lots of
saying-
opinions. And
Who
things.
knows if that divorce rate? I mean, there's probably
Unclear.
a specific study based on that thing, but I'm just saying it's a statistic that I was told and it's real. And
Gotta
so
love Google.
you have that on your side because she's like 4.
Right. And super cute. Looks like she could be my kid. And also she could be a star because
Single
she like performs.
white female.
Oh my God. I think she's so cute.
She's very cute.
So anyway, so she had a tummy ache last night, but we were going on a really cute date. We were going to see Casablanca at the Melrose Rooftop Cinema.
So cute.
I like got us tickets.
There's a good date idea because
Totally
it's like
fun.
not a real movie. You can like talk more and
Well,
stuff.
not really, because everyone's wearing headphones, so you're kind of like in your own world. But there's like ample time beforehand to like hang. So anyway, we were getting food, and then turns out his daughter had a tummy ache, and so his ex-wife was texting him about it, and he was like, "Oh man, like I hope that like I don't have to like stop what we're doing to go like." If it's serious,
Like
then obviously,
appendix or something.
like I'll have to like go get her something or whatever. And I was
Right.
like, if it happens, it happens. I mean,
have to, yeah.
also this movie exists on Netflix and stuff, so I can see it there. But anyway, so there was that chance, and
Sure.
that wouldn't be the case, obviously, if you don't have that element involved.
Right.
But
Another dynamic to add to the
but
equation.
turned out she was okay,
Good.
and it all worked out. And at the end of it, I like asked him like, "Oh, like how's she doing? Like, have you heard?" And
That's
he's
nice.
like, "Oh yeah, like it's probably just gas." I'm like, "Oh my God, you made a human that has a tummy with gas, and that's cute."
And it's also cute that he's like in that mode. Like, I know this person so well. Oh, maybe she ate blueberries. She says blueberries don't sit in her stomach well or something.
Right,
Like,
it's just
like,
cute.
It's cute.
to show the love, and also that like he made a human that like could have little
Okay.
tummy with gas.
It's cute. Okay, we're gonna do one more question, and then we're gonna play a super fast game because we're supposed to do a short episode, but we're having a hard time doing.
I mean,
that.
it's just so fun to talk about stuff.
We can do another short episode where we finish these listener questions because we have like a million of them.
Jeez. Okay, so maybe we'll do this like once a month. What
yeah,
do you think?
I think so.
Okay.
Jen, what's your favorite La Croix flavor?
Ooh, it's hard.
Somebody asked us that because we drink La Croix tails.
Uh,
P.S.
ooh.
Also, do not
Okay,
steal
I
that
don't
idea.
have a favorite. I have 3 favorites. It's peach, pear, apricot, and then mango.
Oh my god, apricot's
Those
my
3.
favorite. Peach pear is like my least. Oh my god, what do I do?
I don't know, but going back to the whole like us dating dads thing, just the guy that I'm seeing, should I just call him my boyfriend at this point? He called me his girlfriend the other day, but I
then
don't know if that was like
once-
serious.
That's fine. Just that's
okay,
fine.
whatever. Boyfriend, I don't care if you're listening. That's what you are. Deal with it. So anyway,
Congratulations.
congratulations, you've been promoted. So anyway, he's so cute. He goes to the grocery store because I always go to his place because it's just more convenient for both of us. And he's like, "What can I get you like for my house?" And I was like, "Oh, sparkling water." So he always has sparkling water for me now.
Yep. See, and now he knows. He listens. He listens.
I
That's
know,
important.
and it's cute that he asks. I don't
So
even care what
cute.
he gets me. I'm just happy that he asked.
That's nice.
Yeah.
See, it's
What's
the
your
thought that
favorite?
counts.
Oh, you said the same thing.
Yeah, apricot's my favorite, and then tangerine. And I
Oh.
don't know why they just don't have regular peach. That really fucking pisses me off.
You don't like pear?
Nope,
I don't
like
What's your
peach.
deal with pear?
I like pear. I don't like peach pear.
Guys, pamplemousse, you're insane.
Pamplemousse. Oh, that. I mean, you listen.
I like
That's like the
French
first
things.
one I ever had, and why is that the only one that's French? Also, that's really good with vodka. They're all really good with vodka.
I just don't really like pamplemousse because like I didn't ask for like tart freaking La Croix.
Well, you know.
Hurts me.
Anyway, all right. Well, we are going to play a quick game.
We'll see if it's quick, just like
It's
this
as
episode
quick
wasn't
as
quick.
we can be, because we are going to take it all the way to home base when we have a game of Think Fast. Jen will state some dating-related words and phrases, and I will have to say the first thing that comes to
gonna
my
dance
mind,
through it.
and vice versa. So we're going to just like switch off in a game that we like to call rapid fire. So Jen, throw out a word, and then I'll answer, and then we'll go.
Condoms.
Ew, I hate them.
Okay.
Phone calls.
Depends who's calling.
Jen.
All right.
Okay.
Back 9.
Oh my God, you bitch. I think that the first thing that comes to my mind is pay me some money for that.
Working girl. Okay.
Okay, splitting the bill.
No.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Justin Bieber and Haley Baldwin.
Oh my God, I'm kind of weirdly obsessed with them, although they're way too young to be married, and it's going to end bad.
But at least it's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And one last one. Jen, I am gonna younger men. Dating younger men.
They serve a purpose.
Sex. All right, that was good. Jen, thank you.
Oh my Thank you, Lauren. Wow, we
Thank
actually
you.
did that fast.
We did do
for a
that
change.
fast. It was called rapid fire for a reason. Okay, so
was a
then
quickie.
while we're on it, why don't you remind everyone where they can find you?
Oh my God, guys, you can find me at Jennifer Golden on all the social media platforms and on my couch because I don't leave it anymore.
Oh, my
Where
God.
can people find you?
You can find me at Lauren Leonelli on all the social medias, and you can find us at Complicated Show on all the places. And don't forget to tune in next week. We've got adulting podcast host Zach Peter. Sorry, my words were slurred. And the gorgeous actress Mara Marinian. And we're going to talk some more dating and relationships fun with them, too. So keep
Guys.
sending your listener questions on Instagram at Complicated Show, and tune in every week at here, AfterBuzz, YouTube, iTunes, all the places. And
Everywhere.
We're live 6 p.m. And then, all the other places where, just all over.
Use your Google. God.
Do it.
All right, guys. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
Love you long
From
time.
executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.